Hello, I'm Micks Mowers and Merman, and welcome to my channel. In this video today will also be my little tiny Riley boy.
Hi everybody.
In this video today, we're going to be working on this little REBO ATV quad bike. Now I'm hoping there's not a lot wrong with it. It was actually in a recycle centre, ready to be crushed and scrapped out. And the bloke bought this as scrap, part of the job lot, whatever. How he buys above a ton, I believe. And this came up, and I paid a little bit of money for it because the pull cord was all hanging out. Pull cord, yeah. I have since had the pull cord apart, and someone has been in because the spring is missing. So that's why the pull cord was hanging out. What's up, buddy?
I saw my chicken pot.
Oh, you tell the guys all about your chicken pot. You tell the guys, yeah. They're not interested in my video. They're interested in what you got to say.
Guys, I got chicken pot.
Yeah, Riley's got chicken pox at the moment, so he's lurgy and infectious at the moment.
My mummy called the door.
Yeah, mummy called for school. Yeah.
We come out with a blue jumper.
Blue jumper. Yeah. Oh yeah. You're in year 7 now, aren't you? In September, so you're going up into secondary school now. So you'll be a big boy now, aren't you?
Yeah.
Yeah. Have you finished now?
We're doing special class.
Are you going to special class? Yeah. What's your teacher's name?
Miss Nee.
Miss Nee. And her assistant called Miss Elbow.
Yeah. Yeah. My name is Miss Albert.
Miss Albert.
Teacher.
Nice teacher.
No, but special class.
Special class, yeah.
We're special outside.
Yeah.
Jumping.
Jumping outside, yeah.
We cover as happy hour to eat.
Cool. So, Riley's just trying to say to you that he goes up into year 7 in September, into big boys class, and he's had a bit of a transition day, and they've been showing around what's going to be happening in the next sort of couple of months. So he's super excited. He's a big boy, new uniform, new packed lunch as well. I expect Mummy get a new lunch bag, yeah? Right, so you'll be sorted.
Do you get PE bag?
A new PE bag. Trust me, you'll have everything you need when you need to go to school. The important thing is you need to go to school.
Yeah.
That way I can do videos, can't I?
Yeah.
Right. So this, as I say, was in the scrapyard. Doesn't work. Someone's been in and someone's had to go at the pull cord assembly on it. I have already just bought a brand new pull cord for it. I think it was eight or 9 quid. Simple, cheap. So I thought, for what it is, I'd pay for it, buy a new pull cord for it, and Riley boy could get a bit of fun out of this if it runs. The engine may be completely done, and I think a new engine for this is around about £100, I think. I'm hoping to get away with it.
It's not that one.
It may just be a quick pull cord change, fill it up with fuel, fire it, and away it goes. Could be.
Daddy.
Bit mainly carburetor clean. I've got no idea, but won't know until we get a new pull cord on and get it fired up. So this is the first time I'm watching Micks Mowers and Merman. Hit the old subscribe button, whack the old bell.
Dang!
That way you'll be told next time we upload another video. So without further ado, let's get down and dirty. Let's try and get this little tiny REBO quad bike up and running. So you can have a little go on it on the garden.
Daddy.
How's that sound?
Daddy.
Yeah.
I just want more.
That's no problem. Let's just get on with the video, shall we?
Yeah.
That'd be good. Right, so here we are, little REBO quad bike. They're not a lot of money to buy brand new. You can buy these for about 250 quid, I think. I know that Park Nest did a video on this, because I wanted to do a bit of research before I bought it. And yeah, they're quite cheap. It's a 2016, so it's not that old. But as I say, the pull cord assembly was the reason why I think it was thrown away. The pull cord was all hanging out. So I got. You can help in 2 seconds, buddy boy.
How do you?
I just got to undo his bolts. Now it's missing 1 bolt, so I've got to find another bolt for it. So that might be the reason why the pull cord failed. So it is missing a bolt.
A bolt?
Riley boy is very patiently waiting here because he wants to get on this motorbike and have a run around the lawn. I will have to restrict it though, because I know what he's like. He'll end up going straight through the fence into the next neighbour's garden, so I'll have to restrict it a little bit. So we're going to take that off. Don't lose a bolts, Mick. There's the 2 bolts. And inside here, I don't know if it's going to be the same. I don't know yet. We'll have to figure this out. It says it's the same one. It looks to be the same one. Let me just see if that goes on there. See if that catches. It doesn't really catch, does it, Riley?
Right.
So we might have to do a bit of jiggery poke here. Yeah, that's not going to catch, is it? So I think I've got to take the spring mechanism out of that one, put it into that one, to make this work. That's what I've got to do.
Yeah.
Because that one will work, but there's no spring in it. That's just completely gone.
Why?
Because it has. But I need that to work that. Now it was listed as a right part. That ain't far out, man. That's a shame. Okay. Yeah, I ain't gonna catch nothing. So, take that out, swap them over, so that bit is in there, and vice versa. That's the idea. Hopefully that will work. If not, I just need a spring, that's all I need. So, let me get this taken apart, quick stick, I'll be back to you in 2 ticks. Okay, so we are winning. First time, that's no lie, I have got the spring in. Now, the only thing that concerns me is that this one here actually has little tiny niblets here and here and here and here, 4 of them, but doesn't have them here. I'm not seeing anything where they should be bits on it elsewhere, okay? So I think that is as it is. So now I've got a choice to make. Do I use the original, this one, or do I use the new one? This says 888, this says 8883. Looking at it, pound for pound, they are, I think, pretty much identical. There's not a lot showing. The only reason I'm concerned is that this one might have a bit of wear on here versus this one's brand new. So I'm going to go for that one. Now what you've got to do is the little tiny spring is there, and that's got to sit inside that little tiny groove just there. Okay, so that spring bit there sits inside just there. So you've got to make sure that it sits in. What I'm going to do, I'm just going to bend that down gently without upsetting that spring. So I want it just to be about right, perpendicular, and then that bit there then can then sit in there. You'll feel it pop down all of a sudden. Yeah, that's got it there. That's got that. So I'm happy with that. Then we can put that bit in there, which is a bit I need. And now, it had a couple of other bits and bobs with it. It had this little tiny spacer bit. It doesn't appear to be broken. That just sat in there like that, and then the spring sat on top of that like that, and then that little tiny washer, well, that washer looks quite big. Now the other one has got a slightly smaller washer, so I might go with that, I think. What about the size of that nut? Is that nut any different? That bolt, sorry. Let's just check the size of that. No, they're both the same. So I'm going to go with that one. Now, what I've got to do, I've got to thread a pull cord through it. Let's just try and screw that down. That's going to go down. It's all a bit of a mix and match. Now all this is going to do is just going to hold that down. Now just test as you go. Yeah, that's got that. You don't want it to lift too much, you see. So that's not lifting at all there, so that's good. So that'd be about right. And that is not spinning, okay? What you're after, effectively, screw that down all the way. Yeah, that's good. What you want is, you know you've got this right, because when you screw this, you don't want that nut to move, okay? That nut has got to stay where it is, because that's what is expelling your clutches, so to speak, okay? So now what I've got to do is I've got to thread this with a bit of pull cord. Let me get that done straight now. Right, so we're now ready to wind this up. So we're going to wind it. Oh, have careful, Mick. I don't have them there. Okay, so that washer's just come out. So that needs to be a bigger washer. See that? So that's why that has to have a bigger washer on this. So let's go back then, because that washer is too small. So there's a reason it was put in there, Mick, and I just went against it. So let me take this back out, because that washer is too small in diameter. Because it's got to stop that clutch from coming all the way out. So get rid of that. And we'll put that, where's it gone? That big washer. So that big washer is going to sit in there, I see, yeah. It's quite bent, that is. I might just squeeze that in a vise and just straighten that up a touch. Let me just straighten that washer up. It's got a bit of a concave to it, I don't like that. Right, just straighten them up a touch. that go into there. Let's get my little tiny bolt. And all of these ideas were good at the time. That little tiny washer is going to stop that clutch from jumping out. It's collared. Let's put that in. Screw that down. Yeah, so now that doesn't now come out, you see. Okay, we're happy with that. So now I've got to wind this up somehow. I don't want to pass that. Why can't a no pass go? There it goes. Has it got it or not? Let's see in a minute. So I'm going to wind it up. Keeping hold of it all the time. Let go of it, you're going to have a surprise. So don't let go of it. I can feel that plate trying to come up. Hopefully that spring will stay in there. Oh, that's tight, man. That's it. That's as far as it wants to go. So I'm going to back it off a touch to the hole, which is going to be so it lines up there and there. I'm going to hold that. I'm going to get some kind of clamp system. Try and hold that in place. So if that'll hold lovely. Right, so put that down there gently, Mick. Don't touch it. Bit of pull cord. I'm going to go for 3mm pull cord. All I've got to do is thread that through the hole. And it come out through this other hole. Through there. And put enough on there. So I'm going to feed all this through. And I don't know how long I need. It's not a very big pull cord. It's like a bit like a strimmer one. So I'll give it way more than what it needs. Okay. That way I've always got some left over and I can always do something else with it. So with that in place, I can now cut that. About there. And then, be careful. Everyone's waiting for that clamp to let go, aren't they? Everyone is. I know you all are. You like that, you lot. Yeah, go on, let go. Mick's got to redo it. I know. Right, so that's what we're going to do there. Nice and tight. How big's that hole in there, Mick? There's quite a size hole, actually. Let's do another knot. Let's do another knot on there. Make sure she don't come out. Now, as I say, this engine might be toast. Someone might put plain fuel through it. I've got no idea. But for the money, I thought, do you know what? It's got to be worth a go. Right, so now that's on there, we can now release this clamp. What does that come off of there? Oh, it's off that clamp. Okay, cool. And now, that will now start to feed in the pull cord, nice and gently. Oh, I ain't got a lot. Right, is it going to go? Yeah, it's going to go. Well, don't give you a lot, do it? Oh, to be fair, yeah, there's a bit on there. It's not a massive throw on it, so I don't want to go no more than what I've got. Let's cut that off there. Put that just there. Watch that suck a bit of pull cord in there. Go whoosh, just disappear. I want the pull cord handle. That's not caught on there, Mick. No, it's not right, lovely. Right, keep hold of that. Right, I get a little tiny pick just to put in there, just so I can get hold of that a bit of pull cord. Just have that out. That's it. And get a little lighter in my pocket. Ooh. I'll burn the end of that up. That's it. I'm going to get the pull cord, shove that in the hole. Just pull it tight a bit and I'll put a knot around about there. Yeah, that'll do. That's good, we like that. How big's that hole in there? That won't go through there. Good. Cut that off. Good. So now we can now try and fit this to the motorbike. Quad bike, whatever you want to call it. It's going to go about there. Yeah, about there. It must go that way. Can't go that way. About there. So I did. If you remember, I only had two bolts, didn't I? Because someone's lost a third one. So I'm going to put that one in there just to start him off. It's going to go that way. Now the other bolt that came with the other pull cord, I think that might fit this. That came with the other one. I'm just going to loosely fit that. Let me grab that other bolt. It is a bit longer, to be fair. I can always backpack it. Let's just see if that goes into there and not cause me no issues. don't think it'll cause any issues. I'll just pull it over nice and softly to begin with, see what happens. But Riley Boy's been on about me for about the past 2 weeks to get this done. Daddy, when you do my motorbike? Right, that's gone in tight. Let's put these. Let's just try and let me just try and do these up first, just so it sits perpendicular where I think we need. That'd be cool for him to have this. You know what I mean? He'll love it. All right, that one's actually. That's not holding that bolt. I might put a slightly thicker bolt into that. That's been threaded, that one already, I think. Yeah, I'm spinning. Okay. So, let's try and pull it. Yeah, that turns over. Okay, so it grabs it and it's working. I might just have to put another bolt into there though. But although it has got it, it's spinning just slightly. So I might have to put some Loctite on there or something. See how we get on. That's probably why the other bolt was missing. Anyway, that's now on. So what do we do? Do we just go for a fire up and just see what happens? I've got absolutely no idea. Now I'm guessing this runs at 50-to-1 fuel mix. That's just a wild guess. I haven't looked it up, but it's a 2-stroker. It's from China. 50-to-1's not going to hurt it. Definitely not. It is relatively new-ish, so I don't foresee no issues. So let me get some 50-to-1 mix made up, and we'll just put some fuel in. I'll come back before I do that, so you know I haven't rigged it. But now, oh, it's got a key ignition as well. What we got here? Ignition. What we got? Off, on. Okay, so we can now pull it. Oh, it's quite hard to pull too. Okay, right. So we can pull it. It pulls over. Let's get some fuel in. Tank is bone dry. Let's get some fuel in it, and I'll come back to you. So let me get some mixed up. I'll be back to you in 2 ticks. Right. So let's get some mix. I'm going to put a little tiny bit of fuel in. I'm going to put a lot in here. Let's just put a little bit in here. See what we get. Yep. Let's put some fuel in. That's in. So I'll put 50-to-1 in there first. As I say, I might have to restrict this a bit for Riley Boy. Just turn that fuel on. Already on. I'm going to take it outside. I'm going to go for fire up. So let me just get you guys set up. I'll go and get it. But bearing in mind, I didn't pay a lot of money for this. I paid a little bit, but not a great deal. Let's put it just about there somewhere. And I'll go and get it. It's not very heavy to lift, but in fact, if anything, it's just a little bit small. I can lift it off the bench myself. Right, let's lift that off. There it goes. Turn it round. Ooh. Right, so hopefully now the pull cord now will work. Ooh. And have we got, say, the little motorbike? Ah, just in time, Riley Boy. Just in time. Well, we're going to try it, yeah. So I'll pull it out, Gran, in case you stamp on that. That'll look. Well, no, yeah, I haven't tried it yet.
Yeah.
Let's have a look. Just sit on it, Riley. See what it looks like.
What?
Just sit on it. Just, it shouldn't be hot. It's just been outside. Just sit on it, buddy. It's about the right size. Go sit down. Put your feet up. Put your feet up. Perfect. Here you go. Yeah, it's about the right size for him. He's a little bit small for it. A bit big for it, but you know, you've got to remember, Riley's got additional needs, so I don't love it too big for him because it might be quite noisy. Yeah, we'll see. And we'll go from there. So let me well, off you jump, mate. Let me just try and fire it up, see if it'll start. Off your punch. That's it. What? So I'm not sure what that button does there. Oh wait, Riley, the boy, guys can see. Good boy. That's not a horn. No, that does. That must be a safety stop.
Why?
That must have to be on there to start it. Turn it on. Ignition on. How do I, Riley boy? I can't see, buddy.
Oh, okay, stop.
The choke's on, I think.
Daddy.
Pull it. Yeah. Yes, mate, what are you going to say?
It's
What?
Jim.
We'll see.
Is it one?
Yeah, it sounds a bit choky there. Let's turn it off, choke that way. Now that's going to be a bit pokey for Riley. Right, so it runs.
Aww.
Now the problem is that for what it is, that's actually quite pokey. Now you may be saying, no, let him go on it, Mick. What's the worst can happen?
Daddy.
But I know my Riley.
Daddy.
I know what he's like.
Daddy.
So what I need to do is try and restrict that. Now I'm guessing you have to come into here to restrict it, because if I don't restrict it, we're gonna have no hedges left.
Daddy.
Yeah, buddy.
What's that for, please?
I've got to restrict it a bit, mate, for you, because I know what you like. I know exactly what you're like, and you'll be straight through the hedge,
Yeah.
and we'll be having to explain to Mummy whilst we're both in A&E. All right, so I'm just having a look in the top here. See what this is like in here. This is looks to be, that's moving there, so I'm guessing the restriction is on the top here. I just want to double check it's right. See if I can actually restrict it for him. Yeah, okay. So you can restrict them just by turning this screw in, and this has been fully out, so I'm going to fully restrict it for now. I really just don't want him, until he gets used to it, shooting around a garden at 500 mile an hour. So we'll restrict it. Let me just show you how to restrict that, just in case you're not familiar. Not that I'm familiar, but it seems to be the job. So down here, you've got a little tiny restriction device. Let me show you. So here's your accelerator cable, thumb grip here, and as you move that will slide across, and by turning this screw in will allow you to only go so far with it, you see. By turning this screw out will unrestrict it. So I can't have it too much, because Riley boy actually probably won't like it in the first place. Because I know you say you love it, mate, but I know what you like. You don't like noisy stuff.
Daddy.
Yeah, so just bear in mind my son has got additional needs. So flying across a garden, he won't have the inclination to use brakes.
Daddy.
So I need to get him used to it first. Yeah, buddy.
Is my happy? Is it my quadbike?
Yeah,
Is my mother? Is it my kid?
I love it.
Maybe you just.
Right, so now that should now be restricted a bit more, which is good. Let me now turn that ignition back on.
Why?
Do that. Now I have actually got a lead here which I can just pull. I might put that on a big pull cord, and if it goes hurting across your garden, just pull that off and that'll stop it. So ignition on, turn it on. Oh, pull cord's just gone through, the knot's gone through. Ah, I might get around it and undo these bolts here and grab that pull cord back through again. It's just caught it. I might better save it. So the knot wasn't quite big enough and it's gone all the way through. So let me grab that 2 secs and I'll get it fixed. Okay, so I've just re-threaded the pull cord again. I had to re-tension the spring because the spring had let go, but it was my fault. The knot had actually come undone on the pull cord. I have got a little tiny bit of fuel weepage coming out the carby, so no doubt I have to put this back in the shop anyway and give the old carburetor a bit of a clean. It's just got a little tiny weep of fuel coming down out the carb, so no doubt it's been sat up for a while. So let's just put this all back together, and now I've restricted it, it'd be safe to run. That's no drama. And we get little Riley boy on it now. It's been restricted, and see what he thinks of it. but the carb will have to come off, definitely. So it's just got a little tiny drip there, drip, drip, drip. Nothing bad. Because every now and again you get a little tiny drip. I don't know, it might even be on choke, to be fair. Let's take it off of there. Let's put it off the choke there. Try that. See if that makes any difference. It's not a fuel hose. And it's just the carb is just it's just overflowing on the carb bowl. So the carb will have to come off anyway. Well, that's done it. Let's do that up. Lovely. Let's do that up. All right. Okay. So that's that done. Let's have another little fire up now then. And now it's been restricted a touch. It should now be safe for Riley Boy to ride. Although I will have to run behind him just in case. I know what he's like. I know what he's like. Right, ignition on. Oh, shut off. What's that all about? Doesn't like to idle. It might have been me just not running on my carburetor right. Let's go and get the little man. Riley, motorbike's fixed.
Oh, wow.
That's
Come up.
okay.
Come on in.
You got it.
So you might want a little bit of help because I say he has got additional needs. So this is all new to him. Lots of encouragement. Right, on you get.
Okay.
Yeah, you do it by yourself. Hang on, what do you do there? You push something there, you push that button there, that's what it is. Don't push that button there, hold that on there, hold that on there. You're all right, buddy. Leg up there.
Daddy.
Yeah, let me just,
Daddy.
hang on, 2 seconds. This one here. See that one there? With your thumb. See it, perfect. Go on, go. Oh, wait there. It's easier for me just to follow you with a camera, Riley boy. Right. Turn around that way a bit. Go on in. Go on in, go. Go on, Manny, go on, go on. Right up the touch. Go on. Go down here. Down here. Over this way. Oh yeah. Hold it there. Go on in. Go on in. Up there. This way. like that, do we? Cool, eh?
Yeah.
Go on in.
What?
Go on in. Let's go around this way a bit. It's only getting used to it. Bish bash bosh, there you go. There's a little REBO quad bike now all up and running.
Bish bash bosh.
Bish bash bosh. Riley boy's got his own little motorbike. Across the old garden. So it has been restricted for him because, as I say, Riley has got additional needs and he has no reaction to pulling the brakes in. So once he gets a bit more confident on it, and I'll open it up for him bit by bit, and he can get on and enjoy himself a bit more on that. But are you happy with it, Riley?
Yeah.
You like it? Good. So that's cool. For what I paid for it and for what I had to repair it for, that was cheap. I think I paid about £70 or £80, £80 for that.
Daddy.
Yeah.
I'll be cuddle.
Yeah. You want a cuddle? That's nice. And with a new pull cord, it's up and running. So yeah, super happy. Quick little REBO, quick little pull cord fix on that quad bike. Riley boy's as happy as Larry. He's on like a tramp on chip. So we're super happy with that. Yeah.
I saw me. I saw Josh.
Minnie Mouse, you'll show Minnie Mouse and Mummy and Josh a bit later on when they all come home. We can all have a go on it and have a play on it. Yeah.
Yeah.
Everyone's happy. Cool, but it has got to come back in for a quick little carburetor clean bits and pieces just to make sure it is double safe. It has got a very small fuel leak on it anyway, so we need to make sure it's right before I let Riley loose on it. I might try and find a nice big open field somewhere we can have a right good go on it as well. We can open it up, so it'd be better for the machine to be open flat out too. So there you go. If that's a little episode of Micks Mowers and Man, hit your subscribe button, whack the old bell.
Dad, and follow me. Cucumber.
You can't say cucumber on here, Riley.
No.
Yeah, you can't say cucumber on here. So if you like this video, then hit your subscribe button, whack the bell, set notifications to all, and that way I'll tell you next time I upload another video. Rule number 2, never work with kids.
What?